The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. Zone for a touchback.
Back. 180. Shit. Watch the ship.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wentz going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Great 15. Go. 56. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
56. Hey, Steve 6.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Watch the safety. 65. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 37. Check the backer. Watch the twist. Slam. Hey, watch edge.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
One, Omaha.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Well, one of the big questions in the lead up to Super Bowl 54, the health of Tevin Coleman. We saw him go down fairly early in that NFC Championship game against Green Bay, and you thought, oh boy, that doesn't look good. Separated shoulder, popped back into place, and he wants to give it a go.
And you understand that. I mean, the chance to get to the Super Bowl and play. He's been there once before, but that was with Atlanta, and that was the 28-3 game. That lead that they gave up against New England. He wants to try and get a ring himself, so if at all possible, he will give it a go. Fortunately for San Francisco, he's part of a three-man rotation at tailback that includes Matt Breida, who's a backup, and Raheem Mostert, who has just blazed through the playoffs.
You mentioned that game against New England. Of course, Kyle Shanahan was also with Atlanta. He wants to right that ship, too.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Back, back, back. Two. Joker. Go ahead. 25, check 25. 11. Alert 3.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
You got that right there. Hey, box truck. Mark 56. Hey.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Wentz. His throw incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
82. 56. Go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 53 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46.
21. Here we go. Hey, exit.
49's a mic. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
I got them.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Well, now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, the quarterback...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. To throw, it's Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
21.
On first down, here's Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Hey, alert! Watch the screen.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Check. Six. Hey, Delta. 53, Mike. Hey, tight. 53 is the Mike. Hey, gun. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Hey, switch gears. Shift.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal.
Tighten up. Hey, check 24. Hey, alert.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. A little juke. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he works free. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
13. Hey, Haywood. Mike's 49. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Bang, 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 bang. Whip, whip, whip.
One, Omaha. Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
21.
49-yard line.
49. Five. Yo. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Garoppolo on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Here we go. One, Omaha.
Check 26. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Check 52.
Hey, alert 3. Undercrush.
21.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
13.
Tight up. Shoot.
49, check 49.
21.
They will run again with Coleman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. 180.
I got one.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Mike's 49. Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, Charlie.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
I got you.
49's a Mike.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
11.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, he's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I got him.
Check. Lucky. Slam. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Check 9. Check 13.
Check. Crunch.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
11.
49's the Mike. Watch 49. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's 49.
Hey, orbit. I got you.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
74.
56.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Hey, echo.
56. Check 56. Let him know.
On 1st down, Wentz. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Mike 56. Mike's 56. I'm coming after you.
Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Hey, Zoo.
56. Don't get nervous.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Wentz to throw again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Man, 5-7.
56, right there, 56.
Better bring it.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Right now, you better bring it.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Kill.
56, Mike.
Hey, foxtrot.
56.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nick Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Come on, QB, come on. 51, Mike.
Go.
It's a party now. 51 to Mike. 51. Here we go. Go, Mike 51.
Kill.
Hey, let's go. Calm. Let's get in that holes. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike.
Hey, exit.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
46 down, man. 5-4. Here.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Mike 56. You run. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm curling. Mike 56.
To throw is Wentz. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here
The
we go.
job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, watch it. Check three.
11. Hey, high 7. Hey, gun. Stay hot.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
53 is the mark. Switch. Check.
Now Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trust.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, they scared. Under 10. 10. Check 24.
13.
Check 4. Slam. Kill.
They run again with Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch twist. Shift. Back. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
2.
Jumper. 25. Check 25.
12.
Alert 3.
Hey, Delta.
49 is the mic. Watch 49. I got you.
Big.
Check 31. Check. Shift.
Go ahead.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Here's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll hit Jackson complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Hey,
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey,
Wins to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's not going to get me. 56. Mike, 56 right there. Right
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Oh, you got D?
Hey, Charlie!
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Record.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kerl Williams. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2 minutes.